So I'm recording this episode about half an hour after the previous one, and that is because I have decided to dig around the mod files and find the event that is not firing properly. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's just recap. We have passed the chances of revolution and it didn't do anything. Basically, it's not triggering, and there's nothing I can do with it to trigger it other than just trigger it manually. So we are going to do that now. Now, I wanted to mention that to keep it maximum realistic, I am starting where we left off last time. I'm not moving my troops in any way. They're still in position as they were. So, just to play it fair and not abuse the game mechanics. I also don't know what's going to happen. I just know that I can trigger the event. I tried it, and once I saw that it's firing up, I restarted the game, and here we are. So, okay, let's do this. So the event is called Ukraine Revolution.1. So we are going to trigger that now. Ukraine Revolution.1. And the country which we want to trigger it for is Ukraine. The Ukrainian Civil War. The government has failed the people. The country has reached a boiling point, and the people are fully in arms. They riot in the streets, they chant about their displeasure, and they are taking up arms to overthrow the government that has oppressed them. Russian speakers in the Donbass have declared they are no longer going to be held back by the Verkhovna Rada. Rebels have begun to fly their banners and announce new Russia will rise. Crush them. So we get the event Civil War in Ukraine. Novorossiya becomes owner and controller of Donbass, and Novorossiya declares war on Ukraine. So message from Novorossiya that they changed their diplomatic status with us to declare war. Civil War in Ukraine. People in the Donbas region of Ukraine have declared themselves independent. They've announced to the people in the Donetsk and Luhansk oblasts that they will no longer submit to the tyranny of Kiev. Mykola Borisov and the Ukrainian administration has denounced the rebels and have mobilized to quell them. Skirmishes have already broken out in the region between local pro-Ukraine forces and the rebels. Quell the rebellion. Okay, they got a bunch of units here. There are some APCs that I can see and some infantry units. We have 2 units stuck here. The 10th Okrema Hersko-Szturmowa Brigada and the 31st Prikodny Zagin. Okay, so what's your stats, guys? You are pretty good on the defense and offense, and you guys are also pretty good. You're fully equipped with the BTRs, and you even have the BTR freeze, so that's pretty good. So these units should hold their own. Now, I guess what Ukraine would do is send the first army to deal with this. So let us change their orders, delete all of these, and try to contain the rebels immediately. We have quite a lot of units here. Some of them unreformed, but all of them are ready and able. Most of them are still missing some equipment, but we'll see how effective they are going to be in combat. And they're going to be commanded by Lieutenant General Anatoly Shevchenko, who's gonna lead the assault. So let's unpause the game, and fighting should start immediately. Actually, our troops are retreating. Okay, but they're already fighting in Pokrovsk and in this area. Investment offer from Russia. They want to build a civilian industry in Sloboda, Ukraine. Well, except, I think we actually lost a factory, haven't we? There was one, that was supposed to be built in Donetsk, and that one is gone. Okay, and how's the production? Well, not that bad. We're not financially hit or anything. So let's just see the units going. How's the supply though? That is a question. I never thought within this extra supply system. Okay, supply remaining in province. Yeah, the color coding of the provinces tell you, okay, we're starting to have some issues in these areas. They cut off one of the regions here as well, and they're advancing. Not great, but we're winning the battles. So most of the units are here now, so I think we can give them an offensive plan, and that's basically take everything and execute immediately. We need to crush the rebels as fast as possible. So you guys go. Okay, we started to push them back around, what's this, Kostiatinivka, and we're holding a perimeter around Donetsk while the fighting is happening in the northeast where the units are located. Okay, 3 of our units, the 17th Tank Brigade, the Special Forces, and Zenitny Raketny Polk are attacking, and they're trying to close off and start pushing them south. They have quite a lot of... Damn, okay. They're a bit stronger than I expected. Yeah, and we're starting to have some issues here. Kazachia Brigada, really? Okay. Interesting. Republikanská garda, Bataljon Severa, and Brigada Opolot. Okay, we're defending Mariupol from their attack, and it seems like we're winning. Oh my god, what is that? Is that military aid? Oh, okay. Turkey wants to provide us with military aid. Jeep and mounted ATGM. Okay. Poland wants to provide us with some BMPs. Korea wants to provide us. Damn, we're actually getting... They want to send us M16A1s. Those are tanks, aren't they? Bradleys and equipment. Damn. Okay, guys. Wow. Okay. There is really no point in us not accepting this. Some mounted ATGMs. I think all of this is going to be cancelled immediately after we start pushing the rebels back, but considering we are really starved for equipment... Interesting, we should really thank all of these people. Morocco! Type 56. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of units and various equipment types, but I don't see that as an issue. Fuel-wise, we're doing kinda okay. Okay, so the fights are going all across the border. Let's see the supply. Yeah, we're having issues with the supply in the north. There's no remaining supply points there. Okay, one of our brigadas are trying. Let's see how the reform brigades are doing. Here's the Artillerska Brigade. Yeah, they're crushing it. All the more reason for our units to actually be reformed. I would see this as a perfect example. So let's see Novorossiya. Okay, they're being supplied by military aid from Russia, from Pakistan, Malaysia, and South Africa. Really? But most of these are no legal paths, just Russia. Russia is also guaranteeing their independence and has a non-aggression pact with them. Okay, so it seems like they got involved immediately. Okay, we broke through in the north. That is good news, and we're starting to push the enemy down south. But yeah, the supply situation is not good. That really puts a lot of info in my head about the supply situation. We'll need to heavily reinforce this, and we'll probably create a special army just to hold this southern area where we will have the units. What kind of equipment did we get here? Okay, we get some armored personnel carriers, some C4 equipment, but we're already distributing all of that. Mounted ATGMs, we also distributed all of those. Main battle tanks, also distributed all. Okay, so everything that we got, we distributed, and we're getting, wow, more of everything. Okay, guys, we would be crazy if we wanted to reject your military aid, because we are going to eventually help you if some... Even Czech Republic is sending us weapons and BVPs. Okay, nice. I don't think we'll be able to use all of these, but it's definitely good to get these kinds of support. Which means that once we fight with Russia, we are going to get a lot of supply as well. That is good news. The game is modeling that very well, indeed. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so how's the battle going? We're trying to launch an attack on Donetsk. Terrain is really screwing it up for us. Battle width is 160, close quarter defense. Close quarter attack. Okay, Kazakhia Brigada is actually extremely strong. Their soft attack, wow, this one is really good. These guys are probably malicious, but this one is really, really strong. Where is it here? And it's about 67% of strength in. That is disconcerting. That is concerning, but how's the damage to infrastructure? Are we getting anything? No, it seems like we're not getting anything really from this. Interesting. So what can we get? Decisions. War support campaign. Okay, that's new. Command for influence help event. Where's the war support campaign? Here. Public war awareness. Okay, that would offer a ceasefire. Our country is now at war. The issue that accompany conflict are now ever important. The most effective way to win a war is to keep the people's support of it going. Promises of peace. More support and offer a ceasefire. Less than 51% war support. Okay, we don't have that, so people are okay. That's pretty good. Recognize Seva Welfare's government. I don't even know what that is. Quite honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so Luhansk is under attack. Same with Donetsk. You got 8 to 23 divisions. Already was 2,000 in casualties. We lost 2 men. Really? We lost 2 men and they lost 2,000 men. And they get 2 factories. Food and manpower is about 48k. Oh, something like 35 then. Yeah, we lost two people. I call it a successful campaign. The question now is, will Russia get involved somehow? They are guaranteeing independent and have a non-aggression pact with Russia. But I don't see them doing anything. Oh, they got a tank brigade as well. Interesting. Luhansk is being defended by Babayon Sever and Brigada Vostok, which means east. And they send in a reserve Savianskaya Brigada. Okay. Actually, why are you guys not attacking here? You are in supply. What is this symbol? Can you launch the attack? You can. Okay, so then do it. You need to push them back. Okay, the area around Horlivka and Alchevsk is really badly undersupplied, but we are definitely winning here. Luhansk and Donetsk are defending, but we pushed beyond Mariupol. That's good. And the units are now supporting the attack, so that is good. They're putting quite a lot of effort in holding Donetsk, because that's their capital. I have a feeling this might not really be their unit, but we would see it, wouldn't we? Is Russia sending... Russia is supporting Eritrea and Russia is supporting Novorossiya. Equipment. C2, BMPs, manpads, ATGMs. Yeah, they're sending them a ton of things. I'm surprised they're not sending in units though. And most of those units are heavily undersupplied. At this point we have an easy victory, but I think that if this popped up during that situation before, it would be much harder fight for us. But I would probably send in more units than I'm just using like half of my army, the strongest half. But yeah, okay, Luhansk has been taken. So now it's really about fighting for Donetsk, which will fall. Yeah, it just fell. Our units took it. And Treaty of Donetsk. So we want to take all states. I'm not gonna risk that they will raise again. We get some IFVs, some small arms, and a ton of other equipment. Wow, okay. Not bad. So, are we taking Donbass? Yes. Good. So, Novorossiya has been annexed. Good for us. How much experience did you gain? Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot. So, you guys can now go back to your area defense. Good job there. Wait, what the hell? Did Russia has annexed Crimea? When did that happen? Dang it. Okay. I have completely missed that, but Russia has at certain point taken Crimea. And we were not even informed about that. Holy hell. Okay. That is something. I had not really expected that. How many factories did we lose in that area? 25. We lost some. But I don't think anything as far as military goes. Nope, we just lost some factories. Okay, so Russia made the move, but I don't know at which point. Completely missed that. I don't know, did you guys see something? I don't remember seeing anything. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna embargo Russia. And yeah, all the states are cancelling their support because we are no longer at war. So we managed to get rid of that, but we lost Crimea. Does that allow us to get something? Because I know that there was... Yeah, we can start with the poking the bear. Russia gets the event, Ukraine demands Crimea. Aftermath of the Crimea... Okay, let's see that. I was expecting that we would get some information, but this just puts more pressure on us now to continue reforming our units. So let's go with you, tank battalions. actually. What was it, like tank battalions? And here we can get mobile. Nope, it was armored. Okay, heavy engineering battalion. Heavy mechanized recon. Okay, that's still only 20. And anything else? Well, I can put self-prepared anti-air there, which is fine. And here we can put more engineering and light recon and engineering company. It's 44, and what else could I put here? What's your organization? 32. So I could do it like this. That's 48. It has a ton of tanks there. It has a heavy engineering battalion, 2 recon units, and a self-prepared artillery defense and armored infantry. The soft attack is going to go up by 57, hard attack by 151, air attack by 10, defense by about a half, breakthrough by about 95, entrenchment by 6, fuel capacity heavily. Organization drops a bit, but HP goes up. Okay, so we're going to reform Tanková Brigada. Okay, Russia, so you made your move. So I think it's only fair that if we start preparing for you as well, because I'm not going to let you just take whatever you want, but damn, that is painful. Where are our navies located now? Okay, so we'll need to move you to Odessa. Yeah, okay, so you are located in Odessa now. Good. We didn't incur any... No, we actually did 1 damage to the infrastructure, so that was a pretty fast fight, so Donbass can take it. Yeah, we lost some factories now, I can see it. 20. Yeah, we lost three factories, it's recalculated already. Oh wait, maybe no, maybe not. This might be just the extra we're paying for here. Okay, so let's repay a bit of debt. What's our relations with Russia? I wish I could insult them. I don't want to improve relations with you, nor do I wish to embargo or lifting the embargo. Okay, let's speed this up. Oh damn, they've really taken Crimea. That's an unfortunate side effect of this. But I guess that's a bit of realism for you. We were fighting in the Donbass, and they just annexed Crimea without us even having the option to do something there. Okay, so poking the bear. Russia has shown its true color. Well, it did, didn't it? Rocket program of Ukraine. How are we doing on research? Pretty good. The BMP-97 is gonna be ready soon. That's really good. So wait, where were we of our production? Here. So rocket program of Ukraine. Now you are not going to give me anything. Infrastructure projects or... I'm still not sure how you triggered this one though. That's a bit weird. But we can go with the Ministry of... Actually no. You know, we want Crimea back, so let's go with poking the bear. Russia has shown its true color. Their aggression in seizing the Crimea has soured our relations with Vladimir Putin and the government party. We refuse to be bullied by the bear. So let's poke it. Poke the bear. Our stability though is 100% now. That is pretty good. Not gonna lie, that is pretty good. Okay, and they're still building 2 infrastructure projects for us, so we're gonna let them finish this, but I'm gonna start refusing any further investments from Russia. End of the Ukrainian Civil War. The Civil War is finally over. It's now time to move forward and past this chapter of our lives and look towards the future. State is no longer a core of Novorossiya. Okay. End of the Civil War. Novorossiya and her short-lived dream of independence have been crushed. The pro-government forces have seized the city of Donetsk and Luhansk and restored order in the Donbass. Martial law has been established while the remaining rebels are flushed out of their villages and towns. Great, so we have removed their foreign claims, but they do still have a foreign claim on Crimea. And we still do have foreign claim on Crimea at this point. Actually, that reminds me, do we even have... Yeah, I think we lost some dockyards, right? Yeah. No. Okay, we're repairing ships. Okay. High-level summit held between Turkey and Kuwait. So things here are looking good. Production-wise, we got a bunch of guns and not C4 equipment, but command equipment. About 400 pieces, if I remember correctly. We're producing some, so let's say it was like 300. The ATGMs are being upgraded. The manpads will be upgraded. But now we have to deal with the reality of Crimea not being ours. And that is pretty bad. I actually think it might be worth our while to sort of reform the way we are dealing with things. Okay, so you guys are gonna be here, and you're not gonna guard the coastline or the naval bases. Well, okay, I'd like to keep you near the border if possible, but okay, what about you? Okay, you're holding the area there. You are holding the area here, and I don't think we can remove anything here either, can we? Nope, we need these to be held. Okay, I don't want to put the units on border because that just doesn't make much sense. That's like a pre-war setup. There's nothing you can do with that afterwards. So let's these industrial complexes. Let's attack influence from Russia. Do we have enough for that? We do, but I don't want to do that. Complete nuclear program, and we could become a NATO aspirant country at this point, but I don't think we're gonna go for that at this point. So BPM 97 has been finished. And we can start the Spartan. It's actually an up-to-date technology. Utility vehicles are the vehicles employed by motorized infantry forces as transport to the battlefield. The earlier generation models, jeeps and trucks, are virtually unarmored and differ mainly from their civilian counterparts by being more rugged and having greater mobility in difficult terrain. Later generation models feature Humvee-like vehicles with better armor and mine-resistant vehicles with further improvements in crew protection. If the vehicles are armed at all, it's usually lighter weapons such as machine guns, which is kind of funny because it doesn't have a soft but only hard attack. So that doesn't really go well with what they're claiming. But that extra military factor that we're working on right now, I actually think it might be worth our while to start working on the utility vehicles. We're missing a lot of them. So, pretty sure it would do us good to focus on that. Okay, but we're getting 14 factories. That is good in its own. Let's repay all of our debt. Our interest rate is now 3.6%. So that's good. Weekend balance is 1.72 billion. And well, we might actually go with the free emergency treatment. It's going to increase the population and give us a bit more stability. We don't need the stability. The political daily gain would be good. Mostly monthly population. That's actually something that we are lacking. Okay, our debt to GDP is below 50, so let's do it. Free emergency treatment. Okay, that's going to change our income dramatically, but we're still above 1 billion in income. And we no longer get the effects from not at war for 3 months. Okay. But that gave us the extra factory. Awesome. We are now getting 15 full factories working for us. And I believe that with these 2 extra, we are going to be golden. We're going to be at 15, maybe even 16 and start a trickle down. At which point I might just start throwing that extra on technology medals, because I'm kind of okay with just 1 project running. If we can start importing stuff, that would be pretty good. Okay, we can do more support campaigns. Not sure how well we're doing with the leaders. Pretty good. I'm not sure if we can, or if we should even have that mechanism here. But we do, so yeah, I think it's still, like, these people are still disgruntled. They will just not rise against us. So we can use it to our advantage. And let's see, can we reform another unit here? Well, the Zenitny Raketowy Polk, still don't know. Raketny, I wonder, because it means a rocket in my language, Raketny Polk, so something like this would probably be what we'd go for. Light recon and more light recon and self-propelled anti-air. That would be pretty good. How would that... Okay, we have that. ATGMs we got. Self-propelled artillery, we do have that. We could put in a tank company, a heavy mechanized recon company, heavy engineering company, self-propelled anti-air and engineering company. So this would work. It's a bit of a different setup than we are used to, but it has a decent air attack, armor and piercing, and it's using different things than we are normally using. Plus it has a lot of reconnaissance. We don't have enough experience to make it though. That is a problem. 76. Gonna take a while to get to that point. Couple of, well, days, 2 weeks maybe? 2 weeks would be roughly 4. No, it's gonna take a bit more. And we are going to end this episode with poking the bear anyway. So I'll just redesign it and do it later. Okay, poking the bear. We already know what this one does. So aftermath of the Crimea. Our position on Russia has forever remained clear. It is now time to officiate our reaction around the globe. Dishonor the memo. Oh, we could dishonor the Budapest Memorandum and start working on the nuclear sites. Oh wow, we actually could do something here during the war with Novorossiya. I completely missed that. Gives you a special event, rain in Donbass, and we could actually get an extra extra focus from that. Damn, we got them so quickly I didn't even have time to look into that. Okay, so let's go with the cool subtitles of the West for now, because we want to thank them for helping us. Now, one thing that I noticed and that I wanted to talk about as an end to this episode is that even Israel was there helping us. Now, today on the 20th, it's 20th of March, President Volodymyr Zelensky actually had a speech to Knesset, which is it's the parliament sort of, and a senate in one of Israel. And Israel until now has been very, very, very careful about alienating Russia. So I'm kind of interested by the time that this episode goes live, which should be in 2 days, if anything will change on that, because kind of surprised by this. I would have expected Israel to stand firmly behind Ukraine, because they have very drastic, and there's no need to go into details, experience with bigger neighbors attacking their weaker and smaller neighbors, even though if weaker here is in quotation marks. But I'm kind of surprised that Israel would be so careful with alienating Russia. Now, I know that historically they do have a lot of ties to Russia, but damn, so does Ukraine, Poland, even Czech Republic, even Germany. Everyone has turned around because this is just unacceptable. And Israel? So I'm interested in seeing if that's going to happen. But anyway, this has been a thrilling episode. We had our first war. We won it, but we paid with Crimea for that. And unfortunately, that is bad. But we managed to reform our units further. We managed to crush the uprising. And we can now start putting some pressure on Russia as a response to their annexation of Crimea. So we're going to see what they're going to reply with. Though I'm kind of interested in seeing what is going to happen here. I guess they didn't do anything yet. That's why we don't see anything there. But they're going to just tell us to go and get banned, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.